Hello guys, welcome back. So now it's time we bring this into Maya and set up a basic model to bake this thing, right, as a bunch of maps. So what we have to do here is go export the model. Oh, actually we need to have a whole model, right, not just the branch or the leaves. So we can do a merge and merge visible. Yeah, that should work. And we should have a merged model over here. And then we can also simplify it by to go to Z plugin and decimation master over here. We decimate it with 250k. That should simplify the model to just 250k amount of puts. Okay, that should make it lighter for Maya to operate with. We are now having 1.19 million. After the operation, it should be like exactly 250,000. So one thing I also want to do here is in the export settings, make sure that you don't have the group on, and then we can go ahead and export, and we can call this guy foliage high and save it. Okay, now back to Maya. We don't have to do too much, just import it. Okay, and then we can hold down J button and just flatten it. Okay, and just move it over to the center. And then we can go create a plane here. Polygon primitive and plane. Okay, and just make it big also. Now we grab our plant and just make it a little higher than the plane. Okay, and make sure that there's no intersection between those two things. Alright, and then we can also grab this guy and then do a separate. Make sure that you do have a low enough polygon, otherwise Maya may have trouble calculating those things. So I'm gonna try to grab all the leaves here. Oops, all the leaves here. Combine these together and give them a new material, and I can use whatever, maybe Lambert. And the color, I'm gonna give it a red color. Okay, and for this guy, we're gonna give it another Lambert, but this time it's gonna be blue. Okay, we have a blue there already. Cool. And then we can combine these two things back together into our original foliage geometry. So that way we can bake a color. Oh, you know what? I forget one thing. Just need to go back. Okay, so these guys again will have the Lambert 5, I think. Oh, I can give them a new material right away. Sometimes Maya freaks out. Even we didn't do anything wrong. So we also have to deal with these guys, right? So we can grab all the leaves, holding down shift and grab through everything. And also deselect the plant that should give us all the branches. Right, we can do a combine also and give them a new material, Lambert, and then we can go for a blue. Okay, now we have those two things, right? We can then combine them back together into one object again, and this time should be fun. Sometimes we have trouble, like we have some overlapping problem. I don't think that's gonna be a huge deal. You know what? I actually have the wrong orientation, that's why. Anyway, so let me again do a combine. The problem is not actually, it's not because it's wrong or we didn't do it nicely, it's because we're using the backside. Yeah, that's actually better. Alright, cool. So again, our branch or our little plant is on top, and there is going to be a plant on the bottom, and that's all we need. So grab this plant and then go for File, Export Selection, and we can choose to name this guy Branch Low. Okay, and then this guy Branch High, and they're all FBX format. Alright, cool. Now go to Substance Designer, we go for File, New Substance. Okay, we can create a physical based one and call this guy thief. And okay, and then we're gonna go create actually import, right, link our 3D mesh, and we're gonna link our branch, why do I call it branch? Branch low. And that's basically a plan, and it's gonna ask you for ULAM. I think that's because our plan had the edge exactly on the edge of the UV. It should be fine now, so let's hit no. Okay, and then we go right click on this, open the resource, right click on our model and bake model information. Now here in the settings, we want to specify a higher definition model from files, and that's where we load our branch high. Okay, and then we can set up some basic baking. What we need is gonna be 2K should be fine. PNG is okay. Anti-aliasing should be 4x4 at least. Default UV size should be UV 0. Okay. Now front value, we can search it a little bit further, just in case that we didn't cover everything. And we can add a bunch of bakers. So we're gonna bake the normal map from mesh, right? That's one thing. And then we need to bake the color map from mesh, which is gonna be the colors we specified in my right, the red and blue colors. That also means this one we have to specify using the color source to be the material color instead of the vertex color. Okay, and also we can add curvature map from mesh. Hopefully it's gonna give us something. Height map from mesh. Maybe we need that or not sure yet. I can also try others. Ambient occlusion, right? Not sure if we need more, so let's say this is fun for now, and I think that's everything. So just start render here to render it, and it's gonna go through the process and render the maps for us. Okay. The AO is the slow one. I guess it's because it has to calculate multiple rays to calculate the AO, but it's a really helpful map. So it's still, whoa, Substandard just crashes. So let me try to reopen it and see if I can get everything back. Alright, don't know why I crashed. I just repeated what I did earlier. This time I dragged the frontal value all the way to 1 so that it's guaranteed to be able to capture everything. And yeah, I don't know why they're crashing. I hope those programmers can be more stable, but sometimes they just they're really bad when it comes to stability. Anyway, let me drag this normal map in here and connect that to the normal map. Okay, and you can see what we got over here, right? We can go to change the scene to a let's see, plan RS. Should be fine, or plan OS is also okay. We don't need to deal with head map anyways. I want to also create an opacity, so let me just double click on the heights and change it to opacity, and change the name to opacity, and opacity here. Okay, all right, and then we can grab the, oh, you know what, I forget to bake that. Let's pick that again. So opacity mask from that and disable all the others. Opacity mask from mesh, right? Start render that. Okay, that way we can get an alpha. Okay, so that guy goes to the opacity, and we made the most red mouse drag this to the viewport and choose opacity. If I can show you here, opacity, right? So that way we have the opacity here. So again, we don't need height, so go to the material default and add it. Make sure that you don't have any scale. You don't need tessellation. You just need a flat plane. We use normal map to take care of the detail. All right, cool. So for the color, we can create a uniform color here for now, and just make it kind of like grayish. Control C, Control V. Use that to control roughness. Control C, Control V, and that goes to metallic, which will be 0. All right, cool. All right, that's how we bring the thing into substance now. And after that, in the next video, we're gonna go ahead and try to add color and variations on the roughness. Okay, see you next time.